point, line segment, plane, line.
What do you notice is different between a line segment and a line? What do you notice is different, Dylan?
A line segment has two dots at the end, but a line has two arrows at the end.
Yes. So what do those arrows mean, Dylan?
They can go on and on, but the points at line segment is stop right there.
Very good, very good. Yes, the arrows show that it goes on, this line goes on and on and on forever in this direction. Lawson, that's enough, please. And on and on and on in the other direction. Okay? Sometimes you have something called a ray that has a point and it only goes on and on in one direction only. Okay? Not on both sides. A point, when there's 2 points to a line segment like here and here, the line is only between these 2 points. So these are kind of like this is like a stopping point here and here. Okay? But this here line, these arrows mean it's going on and on forever and ever, and on forever and ever over here as well.
Plane. How can you describe locations and parts of space? Think about this question during the lesson. Points, lines, and planes are basic geometric concepts. Engineers and architects use these concepts in designing streets, buildings, and structures. What kinds of geometric figures do you see in this picture?
What do you see in this picture? Wyatt?
Rectangles.
Rectangles, rectangular prisms maybe?
You can see line segments, planes, squares, triangles, or other geometric figures in the picture of the building. A point is an exact location in space. How do you show a point? To show a point in space, you draw point C. Say point C. Write C.
So, this, if you're going to draw a point, if you on an assignment or in your workbook says draw a point, label it D, you'll draw a point. This one here they had to label C. Draw a point and put a C. You'll call this, when you see this dot with a C, you'll call it point C. But just like on your morning work this morning, I think there was a question just like this, okay, with a point, and you only write the letter when you're writing the answer, okay? So if it says what point is on the line, you would just write C. You don't have to write point C. You don't have to make a dot into C, just C.
What is another way to describe what a point looks like? A dot is used to represent a point. When you see dots shown on a map, what do they represent? Points on a map represent the exact locations of cities. A line is a straight path of points that goes on forever in 2 directions. To symbolize and name a line, you draw line BC. Say line BC. Write line BC.
So, if you're doing this in a workbook and it says to draw a line BC, you will actually draw it, and you have to have your arrows, because without your arrows, it becomes a line segment. A line goes on forever in both directions. So you would label your dots on it with a B and a C. What do you call this? You would say line BC. That's what this is called. And then if you are writing it for your answer, you would write it a B and a C, and then you draw a line with 2 arrows. This means line BC.
I think I know why it's kind of like the B and the B on the line and the B that says line BC.
Yes?
Well, it kind of looks like they're going the same
Yes.
way.
Yes. So if you would see something just like this on your worksheet, and if it said draw this, then you would draw this up here. This means draw a line with the points B and C on it. You would
Same
draw
way?
this. Yep.
Same way, okay. like same.
Same
Look
spots,
at the
yeah.
picture. What feature on the building looks like a line? Lines can be represented by the edges of the building as well as other things you may have named in the picture. What in the drawing of the line shows you that it goes on forever in two
We
directions?
talked about the arrows already.
There are arrows at both ends, showing that the line continues on forever. How many points do you use to name a line? You use 2 points to name a line.
2 points, not just one, both of them.
What is
Oh, sorry.
what is another way to name this line?
What's another way you could name this line?
Line C.
Yes, line CB.
You can name a line by using any 2 points on the line in any order. So you could name it line CB or line BC.
Either way.
A plane is an endless flat surface. To symbolize and name a plane, you say plane LMN. Write LMN.
Remember, a plane, it says that it goes on forever. That's what these arrows are showing us. And you pick your points. So you could say LMN. Just like with the line, you could also say plane NML. Either way.
Where in the classroom do you see examples of a plane?
Where would you see one, Dylan?
Desk.
Your desk could be, possibly the floor.
Some examples of planes in the classroom are the top of a desk, a wall, a door, or a sheet of paper. How many points do you use to name a
You
plane?
use 3. With the line, you use 2. With the plane, you use 3.
To name a plane, you use any 3 points in the plane in any order.
Yes.
Could you use more than 3?
Could you use more than 3 points?
Yeah.
Well, if there are more than 3, I would say probably in the work that they give you, they're probably only going to list 3 points. And then you can put them in any order.
So
Yes.
it's mostly 3.
Yes.
What other ways can you name this plane?
So it says in any order. So they called it plane LMN. We could call it plane NML or plane LNM. Any order.
You can name the plane LNM, NLM, NML, MLN, or MNL.
Maybe they should have used different letters besides M and N.
What is the difference in naming a point, line, and plane?
Okay, with a point, how many letters do you need? With a point, how many, Isabella? With a point, Eli? 1. It's an exact spot. A point, you use 1 letter. With a line, how many do you need? Abby? 2. They can be in any order. And with a plane, you need 3.
You use 1 letter to name a point, 2 letters to identify a line, and 3 letters to identify a plane. You can describe locations and parts of space by using points, lines, and planes.
Name 4 points. Give me 4 points, please, Wyatt. Wyatt gave me A, S, K, C. A, it's marked, any point is marked with a dot. S, K, C, P, T, any order. Remember, when you write dots, when you write points, all you have to do is write the letter. That's all you need. I don't have to put a dot in front of it or a dot on top of it for my answer. I just write the letters, okay? Now if we move on to the next one. This time we need to name 3 line segments. First of all, a line segment. What do you know about a line segment? a line goes on forever. So a line segment is a piece of a line. So now try it again, Gabe. What do you know about a line segment? Yes, has 2 points on the end. Those 2 points are where your line stops. They're at the end. They're called your end points. So we need to name 3 line segments. So a line that has 2 end points. When you write your answers for a line segment, you have to remember, first of all, a line segment needs how many points when you write it? 2. And when you write it, you just draw a line on top of it. So give me a line segment, Abby.
SK.
SK. SK, Abby, is not a line segment.
Oh no,
There's no.
SC.
Okay,
Sorry.
SC, right here. Oh. Get my highlighter here. SC, right there. There's S and C are my 2 endpoints, so that's the points, those are the points I'm gonna put there. SC, and I put a line on top of it. That's 1 line segment. Give me another one, Dylan. AK is another one. So line segment AK, and I put that line up there. And give me another one. Give me a short one. Macy. KC. Line segments can be very long. They can be very short. So my 2 points are K, C, and I put that line on top. That means line segment. Wrong. So many. Now, name 2 intersecting lines. What do we know about intersecting lines? Brendan? They cross. Okay? So, when you name 2 intersecting lines, first of all, lines go on forever and ever, right? To name a line, you need 2 points. Okay? So, which 2 lines intersect? Claire? Okay. PS. Now, that's right here. That's 1 line. Give me the name of another line segment that crosses, that intersects that line segment. AK. Very good. These 2 lines intersect at point A, right here. Now, when I write my answer for this, 2 intersecting lines, a line goes on forever, right? So PS, there's my 2 points of that line, and it's a line. That means line segment. So what do you think a line, the symbol for a line is going to be? What do we have to have, Brendan? An arrow on each side. That means this is a line that goes on forever. So PS and AK, line AK, are both intersecting lines. They cross. Parallel lines. Parallel lines never ever cross. They're never going to touch, even though they go on forever. Tell me a pair of parallel lines. Claire Longy? There's more than 1 pair, but I just need to know 1 pair. What are 2 lines that you see that do not touch? AS. Line AS is right here. What is another line that's never going to touch that?